Today, we're gonna work on the 05 Road King. Her tire is cooked. There is like nothing left. Here, look, I'll let you get in there. There is nothing left as far as tread. Yeah, it's done. So we're gonna have to take off these saddlebags there, and then we'll take off one of these braces here so we can get that off and all that goodness. Yeah, so that'll be the mission for today's. We'll be tearing that apart. I'll also be putting on, oh no, I'm also going to be putting on the tire myself using spoons, so you guys will see that mission. I'm sure everybody's seen a million videos on YouTube about it already, but you haven't seen mine, so how about fucking that, huh? So yeah, we'll be putting this on, which is a Shinko Tourmaster. Yeah, not the best in the world, not the worst in the world, but it's a new tire, which is a lot better than a shit tire. So let's get into that. All right, let's start by taking off the saddlebag. Proper open. Now, the Harley has these quick releases right here, just spin and out. I lost one, so I got to screw in that one. The other side has its quick releases. Nut I put on the back. I did order a new quick release. Cheese and rice. It is a mission to do it like this. Hence the Harley quick release. Here, yeah, on this side here. That's better. But at least this held it on. And you know what? I'll be honest. I didn't lose it. I was sold the bike without it. But it was a used bike, so I can't knock Bert's for that. Take off this other one on this side. Snappity, dappity. It's always nice to have a work table or a parts table. I'm gonna want to snap this off. Woo. And snap it off on the other side, so that way I don't mess them up. Okay. All right, that's that there. Now we're gonna need this brake. That can stay on all like that. It'll come off with this. There is a snap ring right there. We'll just get her off, and that'll let us get onto here. I think it's a 35 mil. And whoa, bike wanted to fall for a second there. Let's not let that happen, huh? Wow, please excuse the technical difficulties. And this goes down The person I bought the lift off warned me about that. So I guess let's wedge a piece of wood in there. Do we have a piece of wood to wedge in there to make sure it doesn't go down anymore? Because that's going to really suck when the bike's on there. There we go. We got wood. Oh, look. There's a safety I didn't even notice, but I can't hit it because of my damn footboard. But that's okay. Wood will be our safety. Can't go down if there's no space to go down. Right? Right. Is it a dumb idea if it works? Alright, there we go. Now, do we know we're going to have to get that off? Let's get that off right now, why don't we, huh? Let's get us a flathead. Let's make sure we don't lose this. There we go. Right there. Okay, let's bring you on the other side. Welcome to the other side. Here, we're gonna have to take this bar off. To take this bar off, we're gonna have to take loose the exhaust mount here. We'll have to take off the bar mount there and the bar mount there. Alrighty, let's get us our Torx. Hope that works. Hope my bike doesn't fall. That's never good. I'm getting old and my knees be hurting. Something like that. Look at that. On the money. Have a nut. Yeah. Okay. Need a open end or a croissant. Either an open end or a croissant to hold it on the back. That's my. Oh, try not to hit your stainless or your clients. This is mine, so not to say that means I want to fucking hit it. But at least I know the guy and think he'll be okay. He can be a dick though. Very seldom. He's more of an asshole. And that, in case anybody wants to know, was a T40 to take that off there. Okay, that was a T40. Now, let's use the drill for this. Get in the drill. Gotta step down the drill. And let's get these sizes. I like the drill. It makes life easy. We'll set it to automatico, simpatico. Ow! Fucked me in the ear. Don't use your finger down there, guys. Oh, jeez. Of course, that doesn't want to spin loose. That's okay. That's okay. We won't use our finger, though. What we'll do is we'll get a flathead. and shove it in there. Cheese and rice. That hurted. I did not expect that to have much tension on it. Thought I just had to hold it some. All right. We'll make sure to clean those threads and WD it before we put it back on. Jesus. That hurt. Ugh. All right. Let's see. Cheese and rice. There we go. All right. That is suelto. That means loose in the Espanol. Yeah, this is like the Dora of mechanics, huh? We're gonna teach you the Spanish at the same time. I know, I keep walking in front of you. I'm sorry. Told you the camera guy sucked. Can I get the drill in there? No, not really. So, I'll go by hand. Let's see what this is, maybe a 9/16. Nope. Más chiquito, maybe a media. That means maybe smaller. Half inch. Still a T40. There we go. There we go. Okay. That back on there. Yeah, put it with the others. Let's get this sucker dog off as well. Now I bet you're saying, but Mike, Mr. Magic Mike, why are you doing this? Why are you taking that piece off? Well, the Magic Man is doing that because I'm going to need to take out that axle. And you cannot take out that axle with this in the way. So, that is why the Magic Man is doing it. Doing it well. Doing it. What happened to LL Cool J? Comment down below if you know. He just kind of fell off, right? I know that Keith Sweat is coming to concert here, and he looks young still. I mean, you know, black don't crack. So, I wonder what LL's looking like. Again, comment if you know. Now, my paint marker. Give me a second, I'm coming right back. I need my paint marker. Okay. Now, right here, that's what sets your tension on your drive belt. It's like the screws that you have on your sports bike that'll walk your tire back. See how it gets bigger? Which I'm like at the end of my belt. I ordered a new one. It's not here yet. So yeah, I'm going to have to do this all over again. And it's a bigger mission. But that's what sets it. So what I'm going to do is paint a line from here to here on the both the metals on this side and on that side. So when I put it back on, I line it back up and everything's kosher dosher. It's right back where it was riding just fine. So handy dandy paint marker. We're gonna just line and line. See? And we'll do the same thing on the other side. I don't think you guys really need to see that both times. I mean, it's just a mark. Alright. That's done on both sides. Now that we got that marked, and we know we ain't gonna fuck that up, let's get ahead and take off these axle bolts. Yeah. Let's do that. Alright, like I said, that should be a 35. Do. Well, I have a 36 and a 30 and a 32. Oh no. Things got interesting. God bless. It's actually a 32, guys. Okay? It's actually a 32. Here, let me get you on the other side here. She's actually 32. Now let's get us an extension. Get us away from there. Extension. Drill. And reverse. And we're going to put the setting on 3. Bada bing, bada boom. Nut is off. That would have come loose already. Is it just tension? All right, let's loosen the other side. All right, let's see, this should be the same size. There it goes. Look at that, didn't even need to take nothing off this side. Okay, we just dropped our spacer. Nope, wasn't our spacer. It was this, but there is gonna be a spacer here on the back. And there'll be a spacer on the other side, so when this axle comes out from there, that'll drop. And we have to make sure we keep each one to its respected side, because obviously it's a spacer that keeps the spacing correctly spaced. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab another extension to push that through. And that other extension will kind of work like an axle while the axle is removed. There she goes. Axle out. fake axle isn't long enough to make it through, and it's really not doing anything because I got that concrete block underneath here. But that being done, should get play. I'm gonna have to raise it up so I can bring my front tire forward more so I can get this drive belt off. So let's jack her up. You guys watch closely. Tell me if anything's gonna fall. You guys heard that? That spacer's falling. Okay. So we have our nut, our spacer, and our tensioner for that side there. And we have our spacer for this side here. You guys remember that for me, okay? Big spacer on this side. And remember not to drop the bike, Michael. Now, this is going to be a little fun. I should have put something as a fake axle, but I didn't. You know what? Maybe get that brake off first. See, the brake's going to hold us up. On this side here. Yes, sir. We got to drop her back down so we can get this brake off first. I got to take that out to get her free. Yep. So let's do that. Okay. Tension off the brake. Oh no, look. The brake is held on or not held on by there. Again, I have never done this on a Harley. I've done this on plenty of sports bikes. I don't know if I said that. But yeah. And there's a groove it sits in. See, it sits behind the swing arm into a groove, and that's what keeps it from moving when you're braking, besides this. So you gotta finagle it. Might be easier with the drive. There it goes. There it goes. No need to take the drive belt off. I mean, yeah, well, need to take the drive belt off, but not to do that. So there we go. That's done. Let's see if I can find something right quick to use as a fake axle so I don't have to try to hold that tire up. Okay? Okay. I don't know what this is or where it even really came from, but it was in the back of my pick-em-up truck. And it works. And let's see if it gets me far enough forward to be able to get the drive belt off. Huh. We'll see. Let's raise them up. Okay. Let's get these tools out of the way real quick. There, slide them over there. There you go. Nicely put away. Nicely put away. Snap back on. Snap off. Just walk it off. from the bottom. From the bottom. I just was totally in your way for that whole thing. I'm so sorry. That's why I should have had you over there. But we got her off, is I guess the the main thing. Yeah, she's off. So the tire should be free now. I don't think this is gonna bother any. There we go. Again, I've never done this to this style of bike. Now I should just have to take that fake axle bob out and then pick it up and let it just drop out. Let's see. Huh? You guys keeping an eye? Let's drop it down some. Fake axle officially out. Bike going up, up and away. This jack had to be one of my better investments, and it was inexpensive and used, because why wouldn't we buy it used? Here we go, guys. Rim is out. That didn't take long at all. There we go. Now we got to take these off so that I can get that tire off. And what I had on there was a dune loop, and it's done. The done loop is done. So let's get the size to this and get that off. Let's see. No. Ugh. No. Yeah, sometimes we guess, because it's fun. Here we go. We got that. Let's get the reducer. Let's take these off here. All right. We're gonna leave it set at auto. So hopefully that'll keep us from stripping anything. Which off, you shouldn't have to worry about stripping anything. Alrighty, got those out. Little jiggle wiggle for persuasion. Oh, it's not like a sports bike drive. A sports bike has cush drives here, which are just little pieces of rubber for when it moves back and forth. This doesn't do that because it doesn't. I don't know. Bleep bloop it down below if I'm supposed to have that, and it just doesn't, because again, this is a 2005. I bought her used. Some bitch has 85,000, not 85,000, 82,000 and change for miles, almost 83,000, but not quite yet. All right, we got that off. Now let me grab my tool to take. I'll be damned. How was that holding air? If I take the cap off, all the air comes out. Oh, the Jesus, look what came out with it. I guess I don't need my tool. God works in mysterious ways. It's pre-prep. This is a pre-prep tire. That's what that is, ladies and gentlemen. Pre-prep. Alright? Alright. Since we had the pre-prep, the air should be all gone. So now we gotta break a bead on both sides. Now there's many ways people do this. I use the shovel method. Usually works well. But again, I've done sports bikes, never done these. Almost. Okay, that's being an issue. Let me see what a fella invents. He'll be right back after these messages. Okay, so a fella has another way. I'm going to show you here in a second. But I'm going to take off, hopefully take off, this brake disc so that I don't bend it when I do what I'm going to do. But it doesn't seem that it likes the notion of coming off. And I definitely don't want to strip these screws. This is what I see happening. Oh goodness. Okay. It seems that's gonna stay on. And hopefully my bead break idea works. Let's put this over here. Now, our idea here is we're gonna put this here and take this jack off my Ford. We're gonna put it here. We're gonna hopefully break the bead. That's the idea. Because we don't own a tire machine. We are the tire machine. Get, you know, I don't own a motorcycle tire machine. I don't have access to one. I do for car tires, but not motorcycles. I think this is gonna work. This is another trick. I seen a guy, oh geez. I seen a guy have it hooked up on his turbo, so he can do it. It's working. I gotta move the tire back a little. The base is catching on the lip of the rim. Making sure I don't hit the break this. There we go. She's broke. That was hard. That took a lot. Alright. Alright. Bead is broke all around on that side. It's not broke on this side, which really sucks, because again, I can't bend this. Got to make sure not to bend that. And I don't have an impact Torx bit to take that off, and I just broke my Torx trying to take it off. So let's see what else I'm going to invent in a second. Alright, let me get you in on the idea here. So now we got it just like we did before, with a 2x4 under it to keep that disc brake from going against the floor and bending from that. Ah, my light is dying. I got to plug it in. So when that happens, it's more than likely going to pop the tire up, but my trans mount is there. Not my trans mount, my differential. I forget right now. I'm brain farting. My thing is there. So that should stop it from going up all the way, which will let that come down and pop it off the bead. So let's see. Okay. We have a plan. Let me plug in the light real quick. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. That didn't work. But still keeps it high enough that it's off the brake. So maybe that was baby Jesus telling us that's the way to go. A little more in. Stay off a little of the rim. Okay. Okay. Doesn't seem like we did nothing bad there. And it started to break on the bead. So with the chubble, I should be able to finish it. I don't weigh enough to mess that up. Please bloop it if you don't like what I'm doing. I'm sure there's some reason somebody's gonna yell at me, but I never said I was a certified mechanic, let alone a Harley certified mechanic. What I am is just a guy who tries to get it done and gives his all while doing it. And we are free all around, my dudes. Now we gotta get our spoons to stretch that around. Yay. Alright. Let's spray some Windex on there. Add some lubrication. Stretch it over that rim. Yes, I know everybody's gonna yell because no, I do not have those rim protectors. Oh, I do. It came with them. Okay, I've never used the rim protectors. To do it. I guess let's give it a shot. To me, it's just always seemed like something more of a headache. But it's supposed to save you from marring your rim. I think I'm putting it in right. Yeah. It's got it. There we go. Oh, and then you slide it around like that, huh? Okay, hey. It's not that bad. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. We're gonna try. I don't know if it's gonna make me wanna. I can't say it because I don't want to get taken off the YouTube, but you know what rhymes. Okay. Let's get in there. There we are. And gotta pop that up and over. Yeah. You gotta take the other spoon. Same thing inside. Up and over. I'm gonna even use that to hold me there. I think I should have done this from the other side. But let's see. Not in all the way. Are you in? Bend over and spell run. Get in there. Maybe if I start from here, walk around, and let me bring that to me. There we go. Bam. That's like the hardest part. Bam. Let's walk this way. Bam. Look at that. And the rim saver for the win. The rim saver for the rim. Huh. I tell ya. Sometimes I talk funny. Yep, we're gonna use the disc brake. It's not really that much pressure. There we go. All right. Now we gotta walk the other over as well. This is a little bit easier, maybe. Again, rim saver. Get her in there. No, gotta get closer to this one. There we go. Just gotta get it started. Just gotta get it started. Let's get it started in here. Let's get it started. It's like right there. There's a little bit on this side. What do you think? There we go. A little bit more on this side. There we go. Don't let it go back down. Don't let it go back down. That's why we got 3 spoons. Does anybody remember Silver Spoons? That was like one of my favorite shows. That was a good show. What was it, Ricky Schroeder? Right? Was that his name? Ricky Schroeder. They had that cool train they would answer the door with. No. They wouldn't answer the door with the train. They had a cool button that would answer the door. It was like AI before AI. Okay, maybe the first part wasn't the easier part. Well, we're gonna get this. I think it's just dry old rubber. Ooh. Let's stop putting pressure on that. Hey, watch this. I'm an idiot. I'm supposed to go like this. And it should fold off. I remember now. Sorry, it's been a while since I changed the tire. This is like hard. And I don't mean difficult. I mean like the rubber feels hard. The one on my sports bikes goes easier. Well, I gotta get my leg off of there. There we go. There we go. See that? I was just being stupid. Tire off. Ta-da! Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, rim savers, spoon, old tire. Get this out the way. This out the way. Let's bring the new tire. New tire. Watch your rotation, guys. I don't know how many times this one dumbass I know calls himself Magic has had to take a tire off because he forgot to watch rotation, or even after watching rotation he put it on backwards. Yeah. So my rotational arrow is that way. My drive shaft belt goes on that side, so that goes on that way, looking up at me like that. Yeah. All right, we're gonna spray this down with the Windex lubrication. You always have to have plenty of lube. Anything you're gonna do in life, do it with plenty of lube. Yeah. Make sure I didn't leave nothing in there like dirt. Bam, 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 bam. Soak her down, 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 soak her down. Bam, bam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Soak her down, 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 soak her down. So wet, call it Billy Ocean. Double check rotation. Where the hell did the arrow go? There, okay. Rotation seems fine. Okay. Let's see, rim saver. On my sports bikes also, I could just freaking push it down on the first one. I don't know why this one doesn't. Well, these are made to take more weight, but that's fine. We'll walk her, right? Cheese and rice just came off. This is when it's going to be a pain in their arse to use this thing. Clip on. Okay. That's on. I know I did this an easier way, like this. There we go. See, I'm remembering my tricks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm remembering my tricks. Did you see that? Did you see the way I just flipped it and pushed it down? I'm sorry if I went too far that way. That was totally not intended. But you saw that. Now, fold her down. Get her started down. Put my knee on her so she doesn't go that way. We'll walk our rim saver this way. Again, just putting her down. We're gonna leave our knee where it's already planted so it doesn't come back up. Keep walking her down, walking her down, walking her down. Uh-oh. Too much oomph. Too much unga dunga. Walking her down, walking her down, walking her down, and we'll just go around and round doing that. Uh-oh. There we go. Ugh. All right, what we gotta do is this, which I wish I had a rim saver on that side, but we don't. But it's okay because we're going inward. And there we go. Again, we want to keep that down. So let's hold that down. Grab another spoon. Let's clean our spoon. We don't want that dirt getting in there. There we go. Now, what I do is I stick the spoon in like that, and then I spin it so I can grab the lip of the rim to let it fold in. Like so. Bam. Because if you try to stick it in the other way, it's a mission. To try to get it to finagle its way in. And there we go. Tire mounted on said Rimo. Now, let's put that needle back in. Disc brake is still straight, or brake disc is still straight. All right. All right. Let's grab our needle. Put that back in there. Oh. And screw her back in. I hope this is not stripped. And that's why it was like that. Why doesn't it want to go inside of the tool?
Llámala yo y dile, oye, mira, hace falta que no llames más.
What's happening here? Screwing in.
Hace falta que no llames más, que eso ya se acabó.
No. Something funny here, guys. She's not grabbing. Right. I mean, it's grabbing inside. The tool is not grabbing her right. which is very odd. I've never had that. It's just like not fitting over it or in properly. Let me see it outside. Let me see. Oh, that explains it. This is broken. That is broken. I have a replacement though. I have replacements. Aha.
Rey, pero mira, yo me hago, mira, a todo, escúchame un poquito, a todo, tú le ves la parte negativa, tú no vas nada, le ves la parte positiva.
Pero no, claramente, lo dicen ustedes porque ustedes no están en su pellejo.
Okay.
Eso no pasó ya.
And this fits.
No, pero pasó, pero hay otras situaciones que no.
Pero ¿cuál otra
Porque
situación
no
hay?
hay campaña.
So
Y
let's
los hombres le van a dar tiros a ella.
put
Le van
that
a dar
in.
tiros a ella.
No, bueno, no, pero anda manejando un carro.
¿Y qué pasó con eso?
Ay,
There we go.
ustedes no son madres, ninguno de los dos son madres. Acá hay padre, pero tú no eres padre ni
That is a lot gooder. Screwing and screwing. Now you don't want to over tighten. Just get it in there snug. Okay. Now it's a char IRIG. That means let's put air. See if we can't get this bead to pop. There we go. Pop that bead. Yep. Pop. Pop. All right. That seems to be sealed. Let's check pressure. I don't like this tire gauge. Give me a second. I'm going to grab my good tire gauge. Okie dokie. I am a fan of Fallout, by the way, with the okie dokie, but I've been saying that way before I started watching it, and I never played the game. So, okie dokie. We are only at 20 pounds, and this says do. Where does it show pressure? Pressure. We are looking for pressure. Maybe on the other side, otro lado. Show me pressure. Tubeless Mini Korea. It's gotta have pressure somewhere. Aha. Max load. What does that say? 42 psi. We're only at 20. We're gonna go to 35 because you never want it to be maxed out. That just gives you a shitty hard ride. Anybody see where I put my tire valve utensil? There we go. Let's see what we're at. We are at 30. Let's give her 5 more. Boom, ba-doom, boom. We are at 37. We'll leave her happily at 37. Okay, let's spray some Windex around there. Make sure we don't have a leak. Chunga, 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 chunga. No bubbles, no bubbles, no bubbles. No bubbles. No bubbles. No bubbles, no bubbles, no bubbles. No bubbles. No bubbles, guys. That's good. Let's check our tire valve. No bubbles. All right. I'd call that a win. Let's go ahead and put our drive belt sprocket back on. Again, I do not recommend you starting these with a drill or a taladro, because you do not want to fucking cross thread this shit. You'll be in a whole other world of hurt. And you never want to just tighten one down without putting everything in, and you always want to go in like a cross pattern. Make sure she sits flat. Okay, no tension on those. Again, I'm going to start this with a ratchet first. And if anything, then we can go with the drill. But we definitely want to start out with a ratchet on them. Again, a cross pattern motion. Motion? Cross pattern mode. That doesn't even fucking make sense. You want to go crisscross. Applesauce. And again, you don't want to tighten one down more than the other side. I don't know why some of them are so tight. Yeah. But we know it started. So let's grab the drill. We're going to put that setting on 1. Watch your head. Do not drill it in. When it gets up, next one. Applesauce. All right, it doesn't like that one, so we're gonna go 2. Okay. Crisscross. Make you want to jump. Does anybody remember them? Does anybody remember the Mac Daddy? Crisscross. Make you want to jump. Daddy Mac, jump. Crisscross to make you jump. Remember that? Sickle cell. Okay, that is officially on. So now I guess we're getting to the point that we're mounting the tire back on. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna creep the tire under there and already have the drive belt on, and then just let it drop down on it. Get down on it. I think that'll be easier than trying to work it on. Let's see if that works. I mean, in theory it does, in my theory. So let's see. Huh? Yeah. I pre-apologize for any angle you might not see. I need to set up other cameras, or What I gotta do is get a 360 camera, maybe. Yeah, 360 cam. That should make it a lot easier. And you guys get total view. Total view. All right, that's there. Let's swing you around here. Let's see about my drive belt idea. If that's gonna work. I think it will. All right, that's locked on. That's locked on there. Can't forget our spacers. I think it goes that way. All right, let's bring her down. Let's bring her down and see how that works. So bring her up to bring her down because it's on the lock right now. There we go. Slowly. Slower, faster, faster, slower. Whoa. Let's watch what we're doing. Okay. Okay. Whoa, something's happening. Something's on something. I got tension. Okay, I see. Gotta go up a little bit. Owie. Shouldn't keep your hands in a pinch point. Here we go. Here we go. Right? There we go. Now, spacer. Spacer will have to go in after, I guess. Let's go down some. I think that might have worked, guys. I think that might have worked. No. Let's see. Let me get our spacer in. That's really not going to let us get our spacer in. You got an angle. Okay, we're going to have to go back up. We're going to have to do it carefully to get this doggone spacer in at the same time. Got a lot of space. Whoa! On this side. Bike like to have fallen right there. Okay. See, can I hit this and put this all at the same time? Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. We're gonna get it. Gonna get it. Yeah, see, it's staying right now. So, as long as that doesn't fall out. Ah, like that. Yeah, just like that. That's what we didn't want to happen. Stay. Just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I mean, I guess a fella could try. Stick that under. Now I want to make sure this doesn't go down again. Okay. Where's our wood? Does anybody remember where our wood is? There's our wood. All right, Woody. There you go. That won't go down. Now let's try to push this under to make that go up instead of us bringing it down, and then we'll bring it down. Right? Right. I mean, if we keep thinking like this, we'll be golden. This is where having help would help. Guess that's why they call it help. But we're a one-man wrecking crew. Cheese and rice. Okay, that will work. But gotta do that and lift. There we go. That's where we want it to stay. Lock under here. There we go. Now we're cooking with Crisco. I don't know. My tongue is blah 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 blah. I can't speak properly right now. That's for that side. That's for this side. Let's let her down a little bit, fellas. Let her down a little bit. Here we go. Now we should be able. Oh, let's put some grass on here. Let me get some grease. Uh-oh. I want to grease that axle a little bit, make sure she stays nice. Don't need a huge amount. Da, 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 da. Greasing the rod, greasing the rod. I'll be doing this later. Yeah. Comment below. Alright. Let's get this axle in here. Come on, wiggle diggle. There we go. I think I need to go down a little bit more. And I can't with the wood in there. So let's go up to go down. Whoa, maybe too far down. Maybe too far. Yeah, go a little bit up. We'll get there. There we go. I see a little play. I see a little play. A little kid in play. What am I bound up on the other side? Let's see. Let's see. Let's look in the hole. Bring it on the other side of the hole. So what's going on? Like the 4 non-blondes said. Alright, let's use a dead blow. See if the dead blow persuades her. Persuasion. No one says no to the dead blow. We're an idiot though. I'll let you know that, guys. Because we forgot we still got to put the spacer in all over here. And I also see that I had to go up a little bit, which would have made the whole process a lot easier, I'm sure. There we go. Let's get our spacer. We're gonna put our spacer. I'm gonna drive the rod in a little bit more because we have to fight that brake back on. Remember? Our friend. Going on, hopefully it'll be easier. I mean, it wasn't that bad coming off. But we gotta get those pads spread. There we go. Oh, 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 oh. Where do you think you're going? And okay, got that on there. There we go. There we go. Almost. Hey. And we are like in the slot, but not in the slot. There we go. But I can't get the spacer in. So now I can get the spacer in. And now I can drop it down. There we go. That right? That seems like it should be a little looser. No? Higher? Okay, now I'm off the ground. Right. That's under, right? Hold on. Make sure that's free. There we go. That's gooder. That's gooder. Now let's drop that down like that. Now let's drive this in like that. And we need to look at this. And this needs to go tip, tap, tappy puppy. It's like right there. To hit to be squared. What happened to good music from the 80s? Every song was like a movie. You know, it gets you going. It's not like that anymore. Up, up, up. There we go. It's really not. Oh, all right, we need that 35, 32. And let's spin this a bit. Because I am hitting the shockulator. There we go. All right, that should hit in nicely now. Bang, bang. Like the beat of my heart. Boom. Now, let's get our tensioner on there, there is a flat side. And that flat side, of course, is going to coincide with the flat side on this. Because there's only one way. There's only one way. The right way. Okay, there's the way that gets you there too. Doesn't always have to be the right way. But the right way is what you're going for. That's the goal. That's the goal. Now, we should be able to spin that, and they line up on both sides, right? In theory. Because again, there's only one way for both of them. So, there we go. Lines are lined up here. And they're almost lined up here. I don't know why they're not exactly lined up there. Huh. Odd. Let's see. I mean, there's only one way. Let's see. I mean, that's got to go over there. That's where it was. Why, if one lines up, the other doesn't line up? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Because this one's locked into that? No. So let's make sure the other side is lined up. Tiny bit more. And then that should let me tighten it up on the other side. Right? I think. Let's see. Let's put this on here. There we go. That's like that. And then that's like that. There we go. Lined up on both sides. Who knew we could do it? Who knew? So you gotta line up the other side and then line up this side. That's the trick. And then you're cooking with gravy. That's setting number 3. Unga dungas. And let's not forget our clip. That keeps our nut from walking off in case of anything. Bam. Locked in. Alright, all that is put back together. Let's jack her up. And we're going to give her some spinach. Not like the one from Popeye, but just spin her and make sure everything's grooving. Oh yeah. No rubbing anywhere, right? Oh yeah. Let's spin. Whoa. And brake. Brake. Brake is working. All right. Well, guys, we could ease her down. Take the wood out. Let's get that wood out of there. Let's ease her down. Get her on her kickstand. Whoa. She's on her kickstand now, boys and girls. Whoa! Forgot she was in neutral there. Marred my knuckle. She rolled off the concrete blocks that I had her on. So now our tire's back on and mounted. Let's go ahead and put our mounting brackets back on for our exhaust and our saddlebag and get our saddlebags back on. Alrighty guys, let's start remounting all this jazz. We'll start with 1, 2, 3. We'll start with these here. Clip Clop Body Shop. Oh, there you have it, guys. We've accomplished our mission. We changed that back tire. We dropped it, changed it, checked the drive belt. Drive belt's doing okay-ish. Doesn't look like it's got any cracks or nothing, you know. Definitely can't move the tire back anymore to tighten it up, but it's actually sitting all right. So I'm still waiting on that to come in, but we got her. I don't think that's bad, you know. Hour and a half to do it all, flop the tire off and everything, you know, put the rubber on. That's pretty good. So we're gonna end it at that. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Hope it helps you get motivated to do something to your bike and or car. Speaking of cars, sorry, the Cordoba, the jungle site screwed me, and I waited for a month for parts that then they canceled at the last minute. Haven't even refunded me yet. Don't even get that, but so I have to reorder it and see how long it's going to take for it to get here, because I'm not just going to change one caliper. I'm going to change both calipers at the same time with their soft lines and everything. So that'll be up and coming hopefully next week or the week after. But thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Make sure you keep turning those wrenches. Thank you. Love you.